Okay, good. Thank you. Wendy. Because I like this, it's funny. Easiest thing ever. Uh, Paper Mario. I'm gonna start off with this because it's the tutorial. And people like tutorial, right? I'm just going through. That means I have to do week 4. Yay! Who would not fail this? One miss and that instantly gives me 8. How does one miss give me 3 misses? Okay, let's go to this one. Paper Mario. Mario Paper. How am I missing? Yeah. Nobody's. Huh. I'm just gonna do stupid things after saying that stuff. Hold on. Just closing out of some things because these are annoying. No. Okay. Okay, why am I doing this now? I guess I can miss out on week 1 and 2, I guess. But that's fine. It's not like it matters anyway. When you're a sus. When the paper and the paper is super. That's what I was going for, but I didn't go for that. What? Everyone, shawty, welcome. Gonna kill somebody. Welcome. Whereupon, shawty, gonna catch somebody. You looking real saucy. And whereupon, shawty, you looking real. Darn. One miss. How did I get one miss from something stupid like that? Mario paper. When the suffering is pain. Yo, it's blam time. Okay then. Okay then. One that paper is Mario. Possibly. Once I get done with this, I am totally going to Riblix to see if, if anything worked out that way, but Irish screaming at Rilla. What, like, I'm in good skin. No. Whoa. Pain. I'm surprised I can manage that much hits. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be backward. Biff. Biff. My fingy. My Take my feet. Easy. Red black. Small clap equals that. Spooky. Boing. This is insane hard. You missed like. Yes. It's like gonna happen, I think, now. Like after this, I guess. It's Francis. But don't fret anybody that's in here. But Mario, I already did everything. I totally did everything. I totally did everything. Total. All I did is I did all of B side. It's next, all of B3 remixed. Like I'll do that. I already did that already. when I've done B-side again, but with the 5 and swing. What's next? I have no idea. I mean, I could just put something in the background. Put something in the background, yeah. I'm gonna put something in the background. How to put something in the background, I don't know. Perfect. I don't think I've heard Woody be like that before, but anyway. What? It sounds like he's telling us a bedtime story. Look at this stupid idea. Witty wed. I don't get the stupid idea, but Woody wed. Just Woody wed. That's all it is. Wait, this is the actual reason why ballistic is like this. Why is Woody so pissed? We'll never know. I guess. You'll never know why Woody is so pissed. This silly guy. It's dead. What if I make a custom FNF song? Imagine me making a custom FNF song. Wouldn't it be me? It's eggnog, not eggnog. Are you sure about that? Beep boop bop beep 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 boop bop beep 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 beep. I'm thinking things. I think I'm singing Coco. Gosh darn it! That's not the right song. Edgy. Imagine making your own song on FNF. Wouldn't that be cool? Like just only instruments or like not the instrumental, like the voices. Like the voices. Because that would be cool. To me, that would be cool. Just making a custom song that's not. When you have to grab like everything possible, and yes. How is it Edgeland song? That's the real question. What? No, I don't want. But just yeah, don't mind me just randomly breathing. Just I hit myself. How do you do it? How do you put no? How about you press? So I'm so confused. What do you do to put on a note? I'm just being an idiot and doing something right now. Like, I'm trying to figure out one app here. Go to Project tab, and then Project Property. Select any web. What? I'm so confused. Click the three dots on the right of the path and you see. Uh, There's definitely just breathing noises. It's pretty much, what? At, I'm confused. Voice bank. I'm big. Yes, keyboard and mouse. Wait, Pico. At, yo, Pico. Key. Those. I hear nothing. I hear absolutely nothing right now. So he's clicking the keyword so hard that it's like he's making a PowerPoint presentation. I hate myself. Help. Understand. One. Cool. Uric at. Just at. Pushing the keyword, yeah. Wendy, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find this to work out. No region is selected. Oh, that's the region. Ah. Gonna. Okay. Ah. No. Disgusting. Cancel. Close window. No. There is one thing that you almost know. All of you suck. People with madness. Just relearning alphabet. Yeah. We learn alphabet. Yeah. We're totally learning alphabet right now. We learn alphabet. Yeah. Uh. Witty. I found it. I found the funny. I didn't say anything around the words of nutshell. Here we go. I don't know. I just don't have any idea on what I'm doing anymore.
3, 2, 1.
Other than that and that diet. I'd really hate to kill myself. I'm just gonna play a stupid random video and just act like I'm not even doing anything about it. Welcome to Burger King foot lettuce. This is slowly turning into a stupid show thing. I need to break my fingers. Hold up. How do I break my fingers? Yeah, I know how to break my fingers. It's too chill. It's too chill. I need to actually do something about it. It's too chill. It's Rebix. 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 This game has single player. Okay, cool. I'm going to break my fingers. Neo B3 Hex DDL CCG5 Witty Tricky Hard Madness Play.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go, boys. Yeah. Just gotta remember that I'm gonna do it. Perfect. When the lag becomes real. Epic. Epicness. My finger broke. My finger broke. Witty. I'm gonna have to make my fingers break more. Because don't you just love fingers breaking more? Yes, this totally works. Age of speaking madness. Yes, I just broke my fingers. I don't think I really did, though. I don't really think I did break my fingers enough. Perfect. Oh, really? Is it just that, right? If it's just that, I wonder what it sounds like. It's got to trigger this on the thing. Hold on. I don't know what it sounds like. Just it's. Yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna master that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna master that easily. Let's see if I can recreate ballistic with this stupid thing. But it's just witty. Oh God, wait, but it's. It's only witty, my God. I need to know how much electric guitar that they put into that. Just how much? But I was thinking about Woody sing alone without the boyfriend. Babe, perfect. Perfect. That either sounds like cookie or raw meat. It's more of a raw meat than cookie. Cause who wouldn't say that? It can be pro forf. Am I showing this? Yeah, I'm showing this, aren't I? The Letus fetus. Hatsune Miku. Yup, you about people. Wait, what? Like what? I was like, wait a minute. And while I'm downloading this, I'm just gonna play this. Tell me if you hate. I hate normal inputs. I'm playing Should I be playing this? Copyright. Now I'm gonna play a different one. Yes, indeed, hands up. Why do ads have to do this? But is it really all that worth it if you think about it? But what about, oh my god, what if that actually is actually a thing? But it's just a boyfriend. Please say that's a thing. Wait, no. There's a mashup of madness and ballistic. Let's do this, boy. Understandable. Have a great day. Okay, I have to read down to this again. Tricky. Is painful. Hmm. It's Goofy. It's Gaffy. Gosh darn. It's Gaffy. Gaffy. Goofy or Gaffy? I don't know anymore. Can we have both? I don't think that's possible, though. That's the thing. Because if it's not real, I'm not doing it myself either way because I don't want to.
3, 2, 1, go!
I can't get over it. It's just. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is still downloading. I don't know what to play. Is a music selection before it fully downloads. I don't even care anymore. Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing. Oi, this one thing. Wait, no, I didn't need to time this perfectly. Come on. Come on. Yes. Dude, no, Candy, I can't play ballistic. How did you know that was downloading the Miku mod? You were sus. You were sus. You were big sus. You're making me sus. You just. How did you find out that I was downloading the Miku mod? You're sus. You're sus. You say that as in the middle of me downloading said mod. I know what happens. I've seen people play it. I know what happens. It's just the last song has 4 songs. Epic.
3, 2, 1, go!
Wait. Are you saying it doesn't have what my output is? Excuse me, my output needs to be... I need WASD, please. You can't just make me use error keys, the ones that I normally don't use. Are you looking at me through my window?
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, it works. Okay, good. When the puppy... Yes, Miko has 4 songs. And that's not the only world record. Hex has 4. Beady beady. Bee body da bee da dee bee da bee body da do body dee 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 bee ba bee 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 boo boo beep 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 beep. I like voicing boyfriend sometimes of my own. I hate myself. Bee ba baby dee ba bee boo bee. Boyfriend's fun to fuck around with because his voice is so high pitched. It's hilarious. Okay, I thought the second song was gonna kill itself. I'm right. Yeah, I was like, wait, the second song's this one. Here we go. Beep beep doo. Beep 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 boo boo bee. Beep beep. Beep ya beep beep ba beep dee da bee da birdie bee birdie ba bee da bee ba. Beep 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 boo beep boo boo beep 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 boo beep beep bee. I like doing that now. It's hilarious for me now. Bee 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 boo boo bee. Dee dee ba doo, bee dee ba da, ba dee bee doo. Bee dee dee dee, ba dee dee day, ba dee dee day, ba da da, ba dee dee day, ba dee dee day, ba dee doo doo, dee bee da dee. Dee dee bee dee. Bee dee 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 bee dee. Bee 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 boo bee doo bee. Oh my god. They have to make that so long. I can't sing on the final song because I know what it is. Why do people say Miku is boyfriend's sister?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh wait, suck it up time. Great. Suck it up. Okay, I can sing for this one, I guess. Bee bee dee boo, bee ba dee dee, dee bee bee boo bee, bee bee dee, boo bee boo boo bee bee boo bee. Okay, no thank you. Now that I realize how hard this can be. Yeah, I know what time it is. That's what I was thinking. Stop trying to be sneaky, game. I know when I see you know. I see you know when I see you. Beep boop beep, bitty bitty beep beep do. Stop making it so slow. You're scaring me. Stop making it slow. You're scaring me. There's a fourth song, and I know what it is. It's the deer appearance. Disappearance. Where she goes, mic drop smacky.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, here we go. That's some nice frame rate you got there, girlfriend. Shut up. God. That's the end of that song, but there's a fifth one. Nobody knew there was a fifth one. Nobody knew there was a fifth one. Okay, there's a fifth one now.
3, 2, 1, go!
I hate myself so much. And they call it learning. I mean, that's a big score. Miku. Kumi. Kumi? Kumi? Kumi. Miku. Kumi. Suck it up. Suck it up. How about a yeetus the feet? What am I saying and why do I think it's entertaining? How do I find everything I do entertaining? Just I randomly say one thing and just start laughing. Welcome to the most energy one hood classic. Number one hood classic. I don't know what's happening. When Welcome to the Energy FA Sirius XM. Welcome to Fortnite. How may I help you? Welcome to the Red Hood Classic Fortnite B3 Sides remix. Who debates on who week 7 is? I don't know. People keep on saying week 7 stink, man. I mean, I believe them and all, but really, they might be someone else. No. Booby. I'm dying. Mom, I'm dying. Mom, I'm dying. A bit rude to put the knife in me chest, ain't it? A bit rude to put that knife in me chest, isn't it? How do I exist? Ew. Why do people do this? 6 signs. You're depressed, not lazy. Get that right, Dad. No, Mario, why would you do that? Now I have attack 99 and defense 99 because I am Sans phase 2. I can agree more than that. I'd really love to chug with you. Who knew Hex could get corrupted? Ewa. No. Ina. God, this other mod that I'm trying to play is taking forever to download. You know what? I'm actually going to go back on Maniac from Edge and just play it because I have no idea on what else to do, so. I'm just gonna develop say everything does sound wrong. Everything does, because it does, because everything sounds like maniacs with that. Yo, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep. Am I funny yet? Beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 boop, beep, 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 beep.
Crunchy cinnamon harvest biscuits. Crispy, tasty, organic fiber.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, beep.
Right here at home. Yep. I decided to do a Easter hunt instead of thinking.
Okay, I got it downloaded. Now it's time to do the funky. It's time to do the extra funky. Jesus. You don't have to do that to me, game. Friday Night Funky number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Yeah. Robot. We got the Hex Man. I really wanna jug with you. Wait, down scroll it. What? Oh. I guess I'm playing down scroll. Yeah, I can't do that. Why did it? Down scroll, up scroll. I want up scroll. I don't know if that did anything, but.
Three, two, one, go.
Did it break? It robot basketball bat. It broke. I just don't want to play on up scroll, man. I want to play up scroll. I don't want down scroll. Down scroll is trash. When the robot basketball man is real. Locate engine. We're going to do WASD new input up scroll. Okay. Story mode. Please don't crash. Please don't break yourself. Okay. Woo, it's Hex. What about basketball, man? Hold on, real quick, one thing. You have one. What? It's Hex time. Hex. 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 Set. It's Hex more like set. Hex more like sexy. Did it seriously crash again? It crashed again? Like it just froze? Are you kidding me? That's annoying. Just have to go to free play then. I can't even play the full week itself. I just have to go through free play now. When you can't.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's not WASD, gosh darn it. I go through free play, and that's stupid. When you have to go through free play instead of the actual week, that's painful. Just why? The robot is basketball. Excuse me, how am I expected to do that? It's just I have to do the next one, which is Hello World.
Three, two, one, go!
Dab, dab. It's time for that song. It's time for the one song I feel bad for Hex about. Dab. It's time for Encore now. The secret song. Give. Cool. I guess I just did Hex. Ah, yes, and I did that. Bam. Yes, indeed. What's happening? Beep bop beep bop beep beep boppy doo beep. Beep bop beep bop beep 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 bop beep bop beep bop ba ba da. Beep boop boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep 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 boop boop beep boop beep boop beep 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 boop beep boop beep uh, that when the how do I die? There's 7. When I feel so much pain. Hmm.
Okay, so I got the laptop. But I'm not refinished it. Like at least a month after it came out, and that I would usually play it through because like one of my last videos, I decided to take the original Sonic game and turn it into a new 3D version. That video performed really well. It was actually my first video to pass 1 million views, which is crazy to even think about. So I decided to do the same thing again, but this time with an even bigger and arguably better video game franchise, the original Super Mario Bros. And since the last video broke my record for 1 million views, let's try to make this the video that breaks my record for 100,000 subscribers. So, subscribe. The first thing I decided to do was figure out how I was going to make the change from 2D to 3D. When remaking Sonic, I just decided to find a model of classic Sonic online, but this time I wanted to try something different. Old games like Super Mario Bros. Were made using sprites that consisted of two-dimensional pixels. There's actually another form of pixel art that uses the third dimension called voxels, which is basically the form that Minecraft builds take. I've seen voxel art of the old 8-bit Mario before and decided to make a game entirely in this art style. So the first step was to make a 3D version of all the 2D sprites, and oh, this is going to take a while, isn't it? I started with the running animation since the player will probably be seeing this the most. I grabbed 3 colors for the red, green, and yellow and started placing blocks down to make the 2D sprite. But the problem is that it's still basically 2D, so I had to figure out how to make it 3D. So I started studying existing voxel art of Mario to see how people go about making something in 3D. I don't have footage of me messing around with this stuff because it took me hours to do, and I'm starting to run low on storage space, so I'll just jump to the finished models. The body on all 3 of these models were completely different, so I had to make them from scratch. But luckily the head is exactly the same on all of them, so I could just copy and paste it over. The next step was to make a model for Mario while he's idle. Now this was a bit weird because no one stands up sideways like the Chad meme at all times, so I had to edit it a little bit. His left arm was lower than his right arm, so I raised it up to make it symmetrical. Then all I did was take his head and rotate it the right way. And finally, the last model that I needed before moving on was Mario jumping. It was pretty much the same process as all the others, so there was really nothing new to show there. With all these models completed, I was able to start making him move around in the game. I started with the idle model and slapped on the character controller that I always use. It's a bit weird to just have him running and jumping around while he's in the idle animation, so I had to add in the other models. I made it so that when Mario performs a specific action, it'll activate the right model and deactivate the other one. So when Mario jumps, it changes to the jumping model, and landing will go back to normal. Then when Mario's walking, it'll start a timer to know when to switch between 3 run cycle animations. I also made it so that Mario has the ability to run when holding the shift key. He will run faster, and the time between running animations is decreased. The next thing I wanted to do was create a little play area for Mario to run around in. I started by making a couple of textures to represent the different blocks. I ended up with 5 different textures for the ground and other types of blocks. I could then use those textures to make materials inside of Unity, and then apply them to some cubes to make the blocks that I needed. For the question block, I made a second version of the texture without the question mark so that I could put it on the top and bottom of the cube. Then I made the little test area out of the different blocks I made, but Mario couldn't interact with anything yet. Naturally, I wanted to start making Mario interact with the cubes, so I went back and looked at what happened when Mario punched the blocks in the original game. When Mario punches a question block, it immediately changes the sprite from a yellow block to a brown block to indicate that it's been hit. It also plays a little animation that makes the block jump up a little bit. Knowing this, I started working on replicating that. I made an animation using Unity's built-in animator to change the Y position of the block, which is basically just the height. Then I added a trigger below the block, and if Mario enters that trigger, the block will change materials and play the animation. The brick blocks also behave in a similar fashion. If Mario is small, hitting a brick block will make it jump up a bit, but that's it doesn't change materials. However, if Mario is big, then hitting a brick block will break it into 4 pieces. So now we have to figure out how to make Mario big. Everyone knows that grabbing a mushroom makes Mario bigger, so I started making a 2D version of the mushroom. Next, I tried to figure out how to turn that into a 3D model, and finally I made it so that it could move along inside the Unity. Then I added a trigger to it so that Mario could pick it up and get bigger. And yeah, that's literally all I did. I just made it so that Mario gets bigger when he grabs the mushroom. It took me hours to make the first few models for Mario, and I didn't really feel like spending another few hours doing it all over again for a slightly taller Mario. So instead, I just decided to compare the size between Mario when he's small and when he's big. The small Mario is 16 pixels tall, 12 pixels wide, and the tall Mario is 32 pixels tall and 16 pixels wide. This means that Mario gets 2 times taller and 1.333333 times wider. I tried using these numbers to scale up Mario when he's bigger, but in my opinion, it looks slightly off, kinda like skinny Mario. So I reduced it from 2 times taller to 1.6 times taller, and now it doesn't actually look that bad. As Mario can get big now, we can continue continue working on the brick blocks. The old me would have just destroyed the block and called it a day, but now I finally started to learn how to use Unity's particle system, and now I can make cool effects like the cool kids on YouTube. In the original game, the block would break into 4 circular pieces, so I made an effect that breaks the block into 4 spheres, since this is now a 3D game, and now it looks a lot better than just making the block disappear. Since I was in the mood for polishing up the game, I also made it so that the question blocks will shine by making the metal aspect of the material ping pong back and forth between 1 and 0. Since I realized I didn't actually have a way of spawning mushrooms yet, I made it so that hitting the question blocks will spawn a preset item. The next thing I wanted to do was create the pipes. As always, I started with a 2D shape first, but then I realized I don't know how to make a circle using pixel art, so I had to look up how to do that. To save time, I only modeled one half of it, and then I rotated it and mirrored it to create the other half. But if I were to stay true to the original design, then that would mean having this really ugly looking black outline on the side here. It looks fine from a 2D perspective, but it doesn't look good in 3D, so I changed it to be the normal green color. And I also had to get creative when designing the top, because obviously you can't see what the top looks like from the original game. And with that, the top part is now done. I did the bottom separately, because it can be used to copy and paste and make it into a taller pipe. And now with the pipe was finished, I had to make Mario enter the pipe. Mario can enter the pipe by crouching in the original game, so I made Mario crouch by shrinking him down. Now when he crouches on top of the pipe, he gets brought to the center, faces the camera, and then I turn off collision and camera tracking to make it look like he entered the pipe, but he's actually just falling through the world. Forever. Then when Mario comes out of the pipe, I have to re-enable collisions so that he doesn't fall back through. With the pipes finished, I decided to make the bushes because they have the same color palette as the pipe. Unlike the pipe, black outline actually doesn't look bad on the bushes, so I decided to keep it. There are actually 3 different versions of the bushes, but the only difference between them is that they copy and paste the small bush a few times to make the larger bushes. And by this point, I started to realize how much copying and pasting the original developers did when making the game. Like, watch this. Did you know that Goombas are just the exact same model as the mushroom, but just slightly modified to be able to fit their feet? Needless to say, it wasn't hard for me to edit the mushroom model to make a Goomba. I even used the same trick I used to make the mushroom move to make a Goomba. The only difference is that I had to make Goombas hurt Mario instead of giving him a power-up. And I also quote-unquote animated the Goomba by mirroring it every few frames to make it look like it was walking. The only difficulty I had making Goomba was trying to get Mario to stomp on it. I made a hitbox for Mario to jump on the Goomba. When Mario touches the hitbox, it's supposed to shrink the Goomba and make Mario jump a little bit. Half the time it works as intended, but the other half of the time he misses the hitbox and hits the hurtbox instead, making him take damage. I'm still not entirely sure how hitboxes are supposed to work. But next up was making the other iconic Mario enemy. I realized that the Koopa was going to be a lot more complicated to make than the Koopa. This is because the Koopa actually has 2 distinct animation frames. While the shell stays constant, the head and the feet change. I tried my best converting it into a 3D model, and it looks really good, but just don't look at it straight on. When stomping on the Goomba, it turns into a shell, which will start spinning away when it's stepped on. Other than that, I reused the mushroom script once again to make the Koopa move. The enemy's finished. I think it's time to add the rest of the power-ups. The next power-up I worked on was the Fire Flower. When making the Fire Flower model, I thought about making it look like this first, but then I realized that the Fire Flower in later games doesn't actually look like that, so I changed it. The interesting thing about the Fire Flower is that it constantly changes color. I did this by simply changing the colors of Magic Voxel, and then importing the new versions into Unity to get the new materials. Then I can set it on a timer, swap between the materials every few frames. Then grabbing the Fire Flower will also give Mario the power-up, which will change his color as well. Then I modeled the Fireball and made it rotate when it's active. Then I picked a spawn point in front of Mario to shoot fireballs from, and now clicking will shoot fireballs out. These fireballs will bounce using a physics material, and will also destroy any enemies that it touches. The last power-up to add now is the Star. Like the Fire Flower, the Star will alternate colors, and like the Fireball, it will bounce on the ground. When Mario has the Star power-up, he'll gain invincibility, and he will also change between 4 different colors, one of which is what he currently looks like. And then I had to make it so that he will constantly destroy any enemy he comes into contact with. At this point, I was getting ready to start replicating World 1-1. There were still a few more things that I needed to add. In World 1-1, there's a secret underground section where you can collect some coins. I modified the textures I made for the ground block and the brick block to create the bluish underground version of the blocks. And then I modeled the coins and started placing them around. In the original game, the coins don't actually spin, they just shine. But all the 3D games, and even Super Nintendo World, show that the coins spin, so I decided to just make them spin. Next I needed to show that Mario could collect the coins, so I started working on the UI. I replicated the look of the UI from the original game using a font I got from Google Fonts. But for now, the only thing I'm going to change is the coin count. I'll save the score and timer until later in the video. The reason being is that we still need to make the iconic end of the level, the flagpole and the castle. Mario gains points at the end of the level based on how high the flagpole he reached, and how much time he had left when he finished the level. But first I need to model the flag and the castle. The flag was pretty straightforward. It was just a spear on top of a very long 2x2 pole. Next I made the castle by taking the brick block, making a base, and then making the top. Then I made all the little pieces of the castle that stick up and added the yellowish outline to both the top and the bottom. Finally, I made the doorway and the two windows. Now, to make Mario grab the ball, I actually needed one more animation model, so I decided to just take the jumping model and alter it a bit so both arms and legs look like they're reaching out. Finally, I can make it so that when he grabs the ball, he'll slide down and walk inside the castle. To do this, I made sure that when the ball is grabbed, collision on the castle is disabled, so I placed a block inside the castle that will stop Mario from completely walking through the castle. This block will be important later again when calculating the final score. For now, we need to work on the timer. The timer is weird because when it shows 400 times left, that isn't actually 400 seconds. It's 160 seconds. Because why use something that already exists and works when we can just make our own? So we figure out how much time is left by taking what the timer shows, dividing by 2.5. I don't know why, that's just how it is. With that in mind, we can figure out how to calculate how much time is left and make an accurate timer. Then we can start calculating points. Mario gains points based on each enemy he destroys. He gains more and more points per enemy destroyed if he doesn't touch the ground. This is also how he can gain infinite one-ups. Other ways he can collect points are from the flagpole and the time remaining when finishing the level. Based on how high Mario grabs the ball, he'll gain more points. In the later games, he gets a 1-up for touching the ball on the top, but in the original, you'd only get 5,000 points. Then once Mario goes inside the castle, it'll start giving him 50 points for each unit of time left. This is why the block inside is important. When Mario touches that block, the points start adding up. And now there's only one thing left to do, and that's to start making the levels. But I'm only going to be doing World 1-1 in this video. I found a picture of the outline of the level, and I used that as a basis to start creating. I placed blocks and the other stuff that I found, and first made a 2D outline. Then I stretched out the blocks to make it wider and more 3D looking. Then I started moving things around to make it have more depth than a 1 block wide level. I made a blue texture to create a skybox, and made it turn black when you enter the underground level. And the result is exactly what you're looking at now. I also started testing with other camera angles. Instead of a third-person camera like this, I tried doing an orthographic camera, like the one from Crossy Roads, but it was kind of hard to play the game this way. Ultimately, I think the best way to play this specific level would probably be the original 2D perspective, but I think this little game serves as a cool playable version of the Super Mario Bros. Diorama. As with all the other games that I remake on this channel, I won't be releasing this for obvious reasons, but I think it would be cool if Nintendo themselves made a 3D game in this style in the future. And that's pretty much all I have for this video. Alright, see ya. In this video, I'm going to be trying to create Portal 3 because we haven't gotten a new Portal game in almost 10 years.
Support local restaurants moved into every city, including Little Rock and Indiana University. And
Alright, hold up. So apparently the first Minecraft LEGO set came out over 8 years ago, and somehow during this time they never made a LEGO Minecraft game. Two franchises that are all about building and showing your creativity, but instead LEGO decided to make a new I can't believe it's not Minecraft, and something that seems like an actual LEGO branded Chinese knockoff. Now before they go off and make another LEGO Batman, or like their 10th Star Wars game, let's see what an actual LEGO Minecraft game might look like. Now, if you're like me and you've watched other game dev videos making Minecraft, you'll know that most people try to optimize it by hiding some of the faces of the cubes. I realized that I don't know how to do this, and I decided to just see what would happen if I placed a bunch of blocks. I quickly realized why this isn't a good strategy. But I didn't want to quit on this idea, so I remembered hearing about something called Unity Dots, which is short for the Data-Oriented Technology Stack. To you, that probably means nothing, but that's fine because I don't get it either. All I know is that using dots, I can place more blocks without playing the game at 2 frames a second. While researching how to use it, I came across a channel that showed how to use dots to make a game like Minecraft. The only problem is that his tutorial stream is in Mandarin, and I can barely even speak English sometimes, so it wasn't much help. Luckily, he put out the project on GitHub, and I started reading through all the code to understand how it worked. Initially, the project only spawns in one chunk when the game starts, so I learned how it worked and made it so that I could make an infinite chunk generator. I placed invisible triggers all around that would spawn a new chunk when the player crossed it. Eventually, if the player runs for too long, there will be too many blocks for people dots to handle, so I had to make sure to delete chunks every time a new one spawns in. My first attempt didn't really go so well. For some reason, it was only removing one block every frame, and somehow managed to skip over some blocks. A chunk this size has roughly 7,200 blocks, which at 1 block per frame would take around 2 minutes to finish. Imagine how boring Minecraft speedruns would be if you had to wait 2 minutes every time you walked into a new chunk. Eventually, I got it to a point where I could remove a lot more blocks per frame, and it wouldn't miss any, but it would severely reduce the frame rate. So, yeah, bonus points to anyone who can figure out how to optimize this further. Now, if I were to just replace the blocks of Legos and end the video here, it would be a really boring video. So I decided that I would try to replicate a lot more features from the actual game. First, I started working little better. Now at this point, I make a beeline for the player. Since the ground isn't flat, it would get stuck every time it ran into a block, so I also had to make sure that it jumps if it gets stuck. Now, as scary as a zombie jumping in your face might be, it isn't very threatening since it doesn't do any damage. In one of my previous videos, I made the mistake of not doing enough research, so this time I'm going to
Very special, kid. I've been quite sick to take you back to the gym.
Super Mario Odyssey is installed. So the first step to recreating any Mario game would be to make the Italian plumber himself. Originally, I was going to look for a 3D model of Mario online, but I couldn't figure out how to get the animation supported, so I gave up and decided to create it myself. And I want to warn you, what you are about to see is something that no game developer does. This is not how the 3D modeling process works, but this is how I'm going to do it for this video. If you are looking to learn game development, don't do this. Learn how to use something like Blender and learn to actually create 3D models. As long as you understand that, everything is fine. Anyways, for the past year, I've been working on a 3D platformer of my own called Multi-Platformer, which I talked about in my previous video. Because of that, I already have a character that is fully animated and can move around. What I'm going to do is layer some basic Unity blocks on my character to create my Mario 3D model, which is how I got to this. The only problem is that Mario has a very different moveset compared to my character, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time coding trying to replicate all of the moves. And I'm sure this will be fine and that I won't run into any problems whatsoever. Yeah, no problems at all. So here we are with the completed moveset. We can do Mario's iconic triple jump and then dive. We can throw Cappy and bounce off, ground bounce, jump, roll, wall jump. We can do it all. Except capture anything. Yeah, I didn't make Cappy be able to capture anything. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's so much more fun doing this.
Going in the first room here, you can see the frogs on the right. They are the first intended chapters of the game, the tutorial, and obviously I'm able to skip that, as you can see there.
Then it is to do this. With the movement now complete, the next thing to do is recreate one of the kingdoms. I decided to do Cappy Kingdom because it's the first kingdom you visit in the game. And there's a lot to do here, so I'm just going to speed this up. Hey, so it's been a few weeks since I started working on this. I realized that I really don't like making levels. Level design is probably the worst part about making games, in my opinion. I could only work on this for a little bit each day because it just tired me out so much. The worst part was these stupid railings. I was placing these one by one throughout the entire level, and it took so many hours. If someone has a better way of doing this, please let me know. Anyways, after finishing the outside part of the kingdom, I moved on to doing the inside. But I'm not going to recreate every part of the kingdom though. I'm only going to do the part that you play in the game. And now, after several weeks and dozens of hours, I finally finished modeling Cap Kingdom. Here's the finished product. I tried to recreate it as best as I could, and I think I did a pretty decent job. It doesn't look as polished as the actual game, but the overall layout is almost the same. So you guys probably want to see some gameplay by now. So here, let me walk you through the game. Okay, so right away you'll notice these spawn on top of the Odyssey. This is normally what happens. You know, that's fine. Also, there aren't any sound effects in the game. Music you're hearing is just in. And then you pass by these hills. For this, I made a special effect using Unity's particle system.
They would make some particles using the particle system.
Actually, I didn't. I have no idea how this thing works. I just layered some effects that I bought on top of each other. Then after you come to the bridge, you get to the main area of Cap Kingdom. There's not a whole lot to do here other than look at some giant hats and some boxes. Down here I put the door to one of the sub-levels, so you can't actually go in. After you climb up here, you notice that the bridge is open. Normally in the game you would throw Cappy at the lever, but the Cappy I created is very inconsistent. So I made it so that you can just walk over to it and touch it. And there's the bridge. At the end of the bridge I have these tiny yellow Goombas. They don't move, they can't hurt you, so you can stomp on them if you really want to. Walking in this door will bring you inside the tower. You can walk over here and collect these coins. Over here we can see the frogs that I didn't actually make you be able to capture. They don't do anything like the Goombas, and they're kind of just there. With some precise jumps, you can climb on top of these walls and collect the rings at the top. You also need to make more precise jumps over here to be able to climb all the way up. At the top of this wall is more Goombas, but I'm pretty much just going to ignore them. Mario can't swim in this water, so we're going to have to be able to climb up with more precise jumps. Finally, we come to the last few jumps that bring us to the end of the level. At the top, you can see a couple of things, with the 2 hat candles and the treasure chest that would normally give you a light up heart, but we can just ignore that and go to the next section. Now that you're on top of the hat tower, you can get a pretty good view of the entire level from here. The only thing left to do now is to get to the top and fight the first boss of the game, Topper. The boss fight is a little different. Mine is only a little bit easier than the actual game. Just wait, you'll see. And there he is. Yep. Once you step into the ring with him, the purple walls will pop up, trapping you inside with him. He isn't very threatening, because just like the Goombas and the frogs, he doesn't move. And once you jump on him, that's it. You beat the game. And that's pretty much all I did in this remake. If you stuck around this far, I hope you enjoyed it. Also, let me know in the comments below what game you'd like to see me try and recreate next. Alright, see ya. So a lot of people have been wanting me to do a video trying to remake Sonic, but there are a lot of games that I've played, and even more that I haven't, so it was hard to choose. A lot has happened in the past 8 players, so there will be 8 player colors, and I decided to use these colors in a level. Next, I started setting up the main menu, and now we're finally finished with all of them. Here's what the main menu looks like now. Every time Alex sent me a sketch or a finished piece, I was always smiling because not only did he redesign my character, he made everything look so good. While he's working on these, I've also been adding a menu so that players can join in or drop out with the local multiplayer. It also has a sub-menu for changing character customizations, but I don't have any costumes for the players to wear yet. Currently, me and Alex have been working on the artwork for Power Up items. I'll show a couple of them here to give you guys an idea of what they look like. This is where the game begins today. What do you guys think of the progress that I made this past year? Did I do a lot? Doesn't it seem like I should have done a lot more? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to keep up with the progress of the game,
Hello, gentlemen, and welcome back to another devlog of the current NA first-person shooter thing I've been working on for the past week. Now in the last devlog titled Starting.
She's almost dead. Yeah, I'm ending.